Cara.
We're gonna be Juliet. And here. And this is the balcony, right?
Start the procedure.
Okay. So this night is witness of this forbidden love. There stands Juliet on her fancy balcony, not knowing that Romeo watched her with her hair with passion. Juliet stands on her balcony, looking at the moon with a deep sigh. And Romeo appears quietly below the tower, his hand on his hair, and looking at her. And Romeo tries to touch her from a distance, but he can't do it. He tries to jump, tries to touch him, but he can't do it. He tries to run around the tower, but he can do it. And suddenly, Juliet speaks to the wine.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore are you, Romeo? Deny your name, or if you will not, swear that you love me, and I will be no more a Capulet.
And Juliet, closing her eyes, begins to cry. But Romeo, drunk in love, cannot keep himself back. So Romeo put his hand on his hair. Sorry. And falls to his knees and says,
I take out your word, holy law. And from now on, I'll never be Romeo.
Juliet gasps, placing her hands over her mouth like she just a ghost, or worse, a mad test. But fear not, it is not a ghost, nor an exam. It's something far more dangerous. It's love.
Oh, who's there? You shouldn't be here. It's dangerous.
Juliet leans over the balcony, looking at Romeo with emotion. But Romeo fears nothing, not swords, not walls, and certainly not the disapproving glare of Juliet's dad.
My law has guided me to you, Sir Juliet. No wall can stop me.
Somewhere, a confused guard wonders why teenagers always pick the worst places for romantic speeches. And so, under the watchful eye of the moon, the lovers exchange promises, unaware that fate is already siding